Rudi, owner of Unlimited Mixed Martial Arts and former Sancho world champion. So to help us with our pro tip workout for today, we have Jenna Castile, world champion kickboxer, and Tristan Arino, up-and-coming MMA fighter. Today's pro tip workout is going to be based off of sets for time, 21, 15, 9. Jenna, how about we get to it?
Let's go.
Awesome.
Hi, we're gonna go over the clean for the portion of the clean 21, 15, and 9 reps of our workout. Tristan is gonna set up and show us 2 beautiful cleans. Nice, let's start with his setup. Feet are about hip width apart. He's gonna grip the bar, both hands are gonna go over so palms would be facing him. From there, he's gonna sit down, keeping a nice curve in his back, lumbar curve, meaning goes like this, not rounded like a cat. His shoulder is gonna be in line with his elbow, and it's gonna be in line with his wrist, which is gonna be over the bar. From this position, he's gonna bring the bar up to full extension, hip extension, just like a deadlift. He stands. That's the first part. He puts it back down. Now, at the end of full hip extension, he's gonna give us a shrug. Go. All right, that's the second portion. So we go from ground to full hip extension to a shrug. The next part he needs to do is get that bar from right over his hips to his shoulders in the front rack position. Go for it. Nice. That's it. 1, 2, and 3. Let's go over those. Put it down, please. Now, from here, when he gets all the way up, he's hit full extension. He gives us a shrug. From shrug to bar going to shoulders in front rack position. He's going to get this from the ground. This is where the power in the hips is generated from. He's going to give the full swing going on to get that weight up. It's 135 pounds. There's no way he can pick it up and just T-Rex curl it. Can you try and show us that? Yeah, not gonna happen. So he's gonna use the power from his hips, generated back here, to get the full upright position and duck under it. So he's gonna get it up, it almost becomes weightless. He drops under and creates a rack. Show us front rack, please. Thank you. Fingers are slightly outside of his shoulders. He has loose fingertip grip. He doesn't have a death grip on the bar, loose fingertip grip. So from position of full hip extension and our shrug, he ducked under it, got a stomp going on, elbows are high to the sky. Elbows high to the sky, triceps are parallel with the floor. Drop it back down. Common faults you're gonna see with the clean is not coming to complete hip extension. Please show us not complete hip extension. All right, so right there, he still has an angle right here. If he was to stand all the way up, and shoulders are behind the bar, that is full hip extension. Again, put it back down. Show us not full hip extension with knees bent. Go for it. Knees are bent, hip is still bent. Show us full extension. Straight, straight, all the way up, shoulder behind the bar. Drop it. Once you've hit full hip extension, after that comes your shrug. Another common fault is not hitting full hip extension and a premature shrug. Yikes. No hip extension, no full knee extension, and the shrug came before everything else. Let it go. All right. So finishing up on our clean, Tristan, can you show us 2 full cleans again? From the ground to front rack position, stands, resets, ground all the way up, and he stood up it again. One note on that is that he didn't catch it standing straight up. He gave way with it, so he hit full extension, dropped underneath it, stood all the way up before he reset and touched the ground again. That's our clean. Our clean is really important, especially in mixed martial arts, Muay Thai, fighting aspect, because it gives you hip power and it lets you go from ground all the way up to shoulders using your back, your quadriceps, your glutes. It's a full body movement, and it is also scalable. So if you were to do this for your first time, I wouldn't start out with 135 pounds. I may start out with a 15-pound bar and work my way up. It's always scalable. Tristan can do 135. I may do 65 pounds in my workout. So now we're gonna do the burpee, which is gonna follow the clean. We've already done 21 repetitions of the cleans. Now we're gonna do 21 repetitions of the burpee. The burpee is a complete body movement and it will get you tired. Let's start out with the burpee motion. From this position, Tristan is going to drop his hands down to the floor, kick his legs out, his chest and his thighs will touch the ground. Comes up, jumps them back in. When he comes up, he's gonna jump up, clap overhead. Again, hands go down by your feet, kick your legs out, chest and thighs will touch the floor, jumps his legs back in, stands up, and claps overhead. If that is too much for you, you can modify the burpee without the full push-up at the bottom, without your chest and your thighs touching the floor. Tristan drops down, kicks his legs out, kicks them back in, brings his legs back in, stands up, and claps overhead. Again, to modify this, he's gonna ditch the push-up. Puts his hands down, kicks his legs out, fully out, comes back in, stands up, and claps overhead. The burpee may make you feel sick. That up and down motion may also get to you. In that case, he's just gonna do push-ups where he's gonna drop down to the ground, kick his legs out, and from this position, he's gonna have fully locked out arms, fully locked out, drops down, chest and thighs touch the floor, comes back up, 1, does it again, comes back up, 2. This is in place in substitution for your burpees or your modified burpee in our 21 burpees, 15 burpees, and 9 burpees portion of the workout. All right, so we're going on our pull-up. So Tristan has the strength to do a static pull-up. Not everybody has the strength for a static pull-up. And when we're doing our series of 21, he wants to crank them out as fast as possible, getting all the way up with his chin over the bar, back to full extension. Static pull-ups may take him a little longer, so we can jump to a kipping pull-up. Jump up, please. Go for 3 kipping pull-ups in a row. So from this position, he's gonna push away, his hips rock back, he pushes away from the bar, and this allows him to go at a faster pace, and it's gonna bring on the intensity in our series of 21, 15, and 9. Thank you. Some people are gonna say, hey, I don't have the strength for the static pull-up, and I sure can't get the kipping pull-up. To help you in your journey on the kipping pull-up, you can use a box, jumps up on the box, measures it by putting his arms at full extension, looking to see that he has the middle of his forearm meeting the bar. If it's too high, he's not going to be able to use his legs and the box to assist him while he gains the strength in his back, in his arms, his shoulders, and it's also going to help with his legs when he does it. So he's going to drop down, grips the bar, legs are bent from this position. He's going to roll back so his head is out of the way, clear of the bar, and he's slightly pushing back, going to jump all the way up, comes back down in the bent leg position. Again, 2, 3 in a row, please. Up, his legs are helping him, and it's also helping him get the kip by rocking his hips in and out. From here, a common fault you'll see is Tristan's gonna jump up and just stand at the end of it. Now he has to reset and do it again. When you come down, make sure you land on your feet, bend your knees to absorb it. That way you're not having any damage on the knees, and that way your arms aren't gonna have this jerking, jolting motion. So, now we're gonna put our workout together. 21 cleans, 21 burpees, and 21 pull-ups. After you've completed 21 of everything, you're gonna go to 15 cleans, 15 burpees, and 15 pull-ups. After 15 comes the last portion, which is 9 cleans, 9 burpees, and 9 pull-ups. Remember that this is scalable. If this is your first time doing it, you're not gonna go out with the 21, 15, and 9. You could do 15, 10, and 5, and the weight is also scalable. Tristan will be doing this at 135 pounds. If it's your first time doing it, you can do it with a broomstick, you can do it with a PVC pipe, or you can do it with a 10-pound bar. All the exercises in this are scalable, and Tristan's gonna show us the full portion of the 135-pound clean, the burpees, and the pull-ups. He's gonna do 3 of everything, but remember that if he was actually gonna do this, he would complete 21 of each of the exercises, 15 of each of the exercises, and 9 of each of the exercises. Tristan's gonna do 3 of each. Go. clean from ground, stands up, resets. That's 1, 2 to the shoulders, 3, there you go, and he lets it go. Right away, that would be 21. He would start his 21 burpees. Chest and thighs touch the floor, claps overhead. Number 2, claps overhead. Number 3, and after that, he did 21 burpees. He's gonna jump up to the bar. Gets his kip on. 1, chin comes over. 2, comes over. 3 is up and over. Again, if we were to do the whole workout, 21 of everything, 15 of everything, and 9 of everything for time.
So that's an example of our timed workout. Remember, you're doing 21, 15, and 9 reps of cleans, burpees, and pull-ups. Again, this is Rudi, and this is my pro tip for you.